All right, Joe, this is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Banks.com, the game is the game, always.
Leaf is only family, Brooklyn forever.
Avery the Prophet, Doc, I'm on my way to see you, man.
All right, so he said
Doc
Doc Rivers coming. Yo, I'm gonna coin that joint, man. Yo, I'm gonna copyright that. Yo, check it out. All right, so LeBron James is about to be in his 10th finals. Does this right now separate him, and does it make you look at his career differently from Michael Jordan's at this point?
No.
I'll go. Hold on. Let me go. It's going to take that long. Let me just get this out of the way. Again, Mike is the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Right now, LeBron is the greatest of this generation. Right now, you have to be able to compare LeBron to Mike. Like, can we please let Mike go? I understand, dude is the greatest. He's my greatest, but it's comparable. It's comparable. The chips may not be, but when you talk about what this guy is doing at the age 80, putting up triple doubles, I'm sorry. This is unreal. This is unprecedented. Putting up a triple double in his sleep, you know what I mean? With no hair, losing his hair, not going bald. Like, come on now. Like, could we just please? I think you have to start talking about LeBron. We start talking about the greatest sitting at the table or being on the mountain. LeBron is right there with Michael Jordan. Period. End of story. Let's call it what it is.
All right. Banks?
Is it comparable? I mean, yeah, I've said for a couple of years now, it's there's that Hall of Fame room, and then there's that upper room, and that's Mike, Kobe, LeBron, Wilt, Kareem. There's greatness, and then there's like greatness. And I think what LeBron is doing is carving his own lane. I'm not a fan, but listen, winning a championship with 3 separate franchises as the lead man, I think he's created his own lane with that, man. You know what I'm saying? As great as Mike is, he don't got that. So yeah, I mean, it's comparable, but to me, I think Mike is so much more, he was just more iconic than LeBron. And by LeBron's own admission, you yourself said, I'm chasing that ghost in Chicago. I'm chasing that 6. So by your own admission, you telling me you chasing this dude. So how can I put you over a dude that you telling me that you chasing and you haven't caught yet?
Leaf?
Just like I just said with the coaches, same thing for players. There's a table with greatness, and LeBron is sitting at that table with all the greats that came before him. He's the greatest of his generation. Mike was the greatest of his generation. Mark, you can tell us about the other generation, right? So that's how I see it. Yeah, LeBron is sitting at the table with Mike, right next to him, and they talking. They bumping elbows.
You know what's interesting for me? I think that now I
do think Mike is better though. Okay.
The whole six chips is always going to stand out for Mike. But I had posted something previously, and what I keep bringing up is this: greatness to me is not only on the basketball court.
Indeed.
What we've seen, and in this era, and Mike didn't have social media, Kareem didn't have social media, but what we're seeing right now, to me, when you're talking about that is the icon, what is the face of basketball, the face of sports right now. Mike missed the boat on the social issues and social topics. That's what I think Mike falls short at. On the basketball court, as I told you, Mike is a great player. But when we talk about now comparing these two, basketball-wise, I think Avery said it, they are very comparable. But I think the social piece of it and what he's done off the court and lending his voice and doing the things that Mike didn't do, to me, has pushed him ahead of Mike at this time.
Okay. This is all.
I disagree with that, but whatever.
No, go ahead. But have at it.
Listen, I'm just saying. Listen. What he does off the court, like you just said, is remarkable. You know what I mean? Like, he's an icon, and yes, he uses his voice. He used his platform the way you always say people are supposed to use their platform. But if we're gonna use that for him, right, we got to use that for other players. Nobody is saying Chris Paul is better than Magic Johnson, and Chris Paul uses his platform and is out there the same way LeBron is. Maybe not as much vocally, but he's still out there. And no one is saying Chris Paul is ahead of Magic Johnson at point guard because what he's doing off the court. So we're gonna use it for one. We got to use it for all.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
True.
And that's that right there is a good point. But let me ask the question this. Why is it that we still hold on to Mike so much at this point in time?
Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic, bro. It's iconic.
Listen, and I've said this before. Let LeBron retire next year. In 10 years, even before that, 3 years after retirement, he's going to get the love. Like, when you playing, the hate is there. Mike got the hate when he was playing. As much how we knew he was great. The love came after he retired.
That is true.
happens to everyone.
That is very true. I will definitely say.
We've seen the same thing with Kobe. Kobe got love when we realized, you know what? He ain't the same player no more. And then when he retired, more love came. Look, he got Mamba Day. He wasn't getting that when he was balling out.
But the thing that's fascinating that's why I'm going to just go back with LeBron is, he hasn't stopped with his motor. He's defeating time at this point. Like, we haven't seen this with a dude that age in his sleep. What?
How old is he?
35.
He just turned 35,
37.
right?
37, one of those.
No, he's 35.
He just turned
That's
35.
old in NBA years. That's old.
Not anymore.
No, fellas, coming out of high school, he didn't play in college. He came straight from high school.
You're talking about the amount of seasons that he played.
17 years.
35 is really not that old.
But 17 years of games on a person's body, kid. We've never seen anybody 17 years in doing this here.
Yeah,
Putting up a triple-double in his sleep.
This thing.
I mean, it is an easier NBA. I don't want to sound like a hater though. Whatever.
Yeah,
but there's things that you got to give LeBron.
Hold on, Banks. Leaf, when you say that, that's very interesting because of this. It isn't easier. It is much easier, but nobody else is doing it. Yeah, nobody else is doing it, and it's easier. So I'm sitting here like, that actually elevates him even more because he's the only one doing it.
Well, he came in with the superior skill set and the superior mindset. You know what I mean? So, I want to give the dude props for the fact that he came to this league as a very young man, and he's never really been in trouble that I can recall. He's also made fitness and taking care of his body a priority. While you seeing at 35 years old, he's still playing at this high of a level. He also knows how to pace himself, which is amazing too. Like, he's not balling out on defense every single play, but when he has to turn it on, he knows how to turn it on. So you have to give him credit for the things that he has actually done, and that's important.
And that's the thing. His longevity and playing at this level, I think Leaf hit on something. I don't think we're going to appreciate it till after he's gone. That's when we really is going to probably be able to see it and realize that this is not something that we will probably see from other athletes, because other athletes isn't doing this. That's the other thing. Even right now, knowing that what this guy is doing, no one else do right. You really hear talking about they invest that much money into their bodies right now. So it's very interesting at where he is and the blueprint that other guys is not even trying to follow.
No. Actually, I was reading something the other day. Like, no, they are. You know what I mean? But he's stuck. You got dudes like Chris Paul, Tom Brady in football.
No. Chris Paul just now started, Chris Paul said.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? No.
He just started, but he followed the blueprint.
No. But I'm talking about the young guys coming in that they're not. You see, again,
okay.
LeBron came in with the mindset that this is what he was going there to do. You don't see the young guys talking about it like that now. That's what's interesting.
again,
think they
it goes
would.
back to what I was saying. Remember a while ago, I said, yo, the basketball nerds are a dying breed in the NBA. Dwayne Wade, Kobe, Mike, LeBron is the last of a dying breed.
Nah,
I disagree with that.
Wait, follow me.
Okay.
Most dudes are not basketball nerds in the NBA. They're all about entertainment. They're all about they're living by their skill set. They live it because they're talented, but they're not nerds. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying, Avery, but we could go back in time. The nerds are usually the great ones. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna have greats in every era, and those are always the nerds. Those are the guys who are 2 steps ahead of everyone else on the court. I was watching.
Leave. Who right now is that nerd? Outside of who would you say is that nerd right now?
So if I'm removing LeBron,
yes,
a young player who I feel is a nerd.
See, look, hold on, right there. You have to reach and think about it. Says it all.
Hold on.
No, not really, because I was gonna go to KD. I think KD is a nerd.
KD is 32.
Okay, but
yeah, man.
Here's my thing, right? You don't see nerds come along that often. You don't see the great, like you said with the greats. These nerds don't come. You got a Mike, you got a LeBron, you got Will.
Magic.
You know what I'm saying? You got Magic.
No,
hold on, Mark.
But that's what Avery's saying. He's the last of a dying breed.
But he's not the last.
But you can't say that, man. I don't think you can say that.
Who is the other one?
That's what I'm asking.
Hold on.
Is it somebody in high school?
Hold on.
It takes time because.
And like I'm saying is you just haven't seen the one that is chasing the greatness of the ones before him. You just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean that there's not a dude in high school that wants.
And I want to make another point. LeBron geekiness, right? We're just starting to see the nerd like over the past, I want to say maybe 5, 6, 7 years, because it was athleticism before, bro. The mental aspect of the game, you really started to see it. For me, the mental aspect of the game for LeBron came after, I want to say, that the second chip in Miami. And Cleveland, then he was just a goddamn geek.
Wait, but we're getting away. Avery said that he's the last of a dying breed. Hold on. Wait now. If the breed is not seen, and you're talking about somebody that might be in high school or somebody that's not, then he is the last of a dying breed. There's nobody you can name right now.
I'm saying you can't say that because we didn't see that from LeBron right away. We didn't know he was going to be the nerd right away, so you can't make that assumption.
But who can you pick out? That's why we asked the question. Who can you pick out right now?
Doesn't mean that they don't exist. That's what Leaf is saying. Leaf is saying, like, he's saying in his mind, he didn't see this nerd aspect of LeBron until later on in his career. You got some young players that you don't know. Now, Zion is anointed as he's supposed to be a great. Does he have the mental acumen for the game? Does he have that drive to be, I want to be one of the best of all time? I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm taking care of my body. I'm doing all this. You may not see it right away. That's what he's saying. Because one of the greats of all times, Michael Jordan, possibly the greatest of all time, didn't come to the league like, I got to take care of my body. I got to bulk up so people, won't foul me and stuff like that. He realized that later on in his playing career.
Well, let me just say this. This is my point. LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Kobe, they existed in the same generation. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like those nerds, those guys existed in the same generation. If you're thinking about somebody who is like almost like a savant, even if they aren't like winning championships, so to speak, who can you say is of that persuasion? And let's not talk about the young players right now. Let's talk about guys that have been in the league for years. That's why I said dudes are playing based strictly off of their talent and their athleticism. They're not really playing the game at the peak mental level that you need to play.
I think KD, if we're going to talk about it, I'm going to put KD there.
Okay.
I think KD is there.
Okay. All right. I mean, I know where that's coming from, but I
No, it ain't. And you know who else? I want to say is there. I might say I'm a homer.
You better not say Kawhi. You cannot say Kawhi.
He's not going to say
Kawhi. Not Mr. Load Management. You can't say. Oh, okay.
I-
Okay. Just because that's your adopted son now. So I just want to make sure.
Leaf, you gonna say Dame?
You know what? I didn't even think of Dame. I was actually gonna say Steph, but I didn't even think of Dame.
Who?
I was gonna say Steph Curry.
Steph Curry's a savant.
I was gonna say Steph Curry. I mean, listen, the way he plays the game, he understands. Like
You the one that kills him for the mindless turnovers,
I do.
but now you're gonna call him a nerd?
I do kill him for it.
Yo,
I kill KD.
Leaf.
I kill KD.
Leaf.
I kill KD too.
Lee, take your camera and just pan it down. We just want to see what you're drinking right now.
I'm not gonna
You just
co-sign
have
that
him
with
lift
Steph.
the drink. Why would you have him pan down?
I'm not gonna co-sign Steph.
Yo, I cannot.
I was gonna say Ben
nerd.
Simmons.
All right, so listen. All right, y'all. This segment is over. This is our take. Yo, peace out, man. Leaf just killed it.
This is our take. 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 This is our take.